The Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes for January 29th. Read by Jean Perkel. Chapter 3, Spirit. The definition of spirit. The definition of spirit is life or intelligence conceived of entirely apart from physical embodiment. It is vital essence, force, energy as distinct from matter. Probably the definition of God as spirit is more easily understood, more readily accepted, than any other term used in describing deity. Jesus is talking with the woman of Samaria, explained, God is spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. The nature of being is a unity, with three distinct attributes: spirit, soul, and body. Spirit is the active and self conscious principle. Spirit is first cause or God, the absolute essence of all that is. It is the great or universal I am. Spirit is conscious mind and is the power which knows itself. It is conscious being. The spirit of self propelling. It is absolute and all. It is self existence and has all life within itself. It is the Word, and the Word is volition. It has choice because it is volition. It is will because it chooses. It is free spirit because it knows nothing outside itself and therefore nothing different from itself. Spirit is the Father Mother God because it is the principle of unity back of all things. The masculine and the feminine principles both come from the One. Spirit is all life, truth, love, being, cause, and effect. It is the only power in the universe that knows itself. The Spirit could know nothing outside itself. That would be God and something else. Spirit is all, the center and the circumference of everything that exists, both manifest and unmanifest. It has no enemies and no differences and no otherness, no apartness, no separation from itself. It is undivided, complete and perfect within itself, having no opposites and no opposition, and knows only its own ability, and since it is all, it cannot be hindered in any way, shape, or manner. It is impossible for a finite man to comprehend such a complete life and power. In moments of real inspiration, we realize, to a degree at least, that God is all, that which has within itself all that really is, the life in everything and the love through everything. The one presence, the one infinite person, whom we call God or Spirit, within this one, all live. Its nature. The fundamental presence upon the philosophy of the Bible is developed in that Spirit is one, and that the creation is the result of Spirit's one mode of action. Perhaps the one point on which we are all agreed is that whatever the nature of first cause or spirit, it is creative. If this were not true, nothing could come into existence. It is impossible to think of creative life expressing itself other than in livingness. Jesus undoubtedly meant just this when he explained that he had come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. Another point on which we are all agreed as to the nature of first cause is that it is harmonious. If there were an element of inharmony, discord, or decay anywhere in its nature, it would destroy itself. It has always been taught that the soul of the universe is that receptive medium into which the spirit breathes forth the forms of its thought. It is subjective to the spirit. That which is subjective is always impersonal, neutral, plastic, passive, and receptive. Wherever we find subjective law, we shall find something that is compelled to receive that which is given it, and compelled also to act upon it. Consequently, the soul of the universe has been called a blind force, not knowing, only doing. It has been called the servant of the eternal Spirit throughout all ages. It is a medium of the thought, the power, and action of the Spirit. Spirit and Spirit, the changeless. Creation does not mean making something out of nothing. Creation is the passing of spirit into form and is eternally going on. Spirit cannot change, for being all, there is nothing for it to change into. This is self-evident. It is necessary for us to understand that the only active principle is spirit, self-conscious, self-knowing life, and that all else is subject to its will. The spirit is conscious in its own thought, its own desire, its own manifest action, and its own consciousness that its desire is satisfied. Consequently, it is conscious of that which it manifests, but it is not conscious of any effort or process in its manifestation. It is necessary that soul and body should exist because spirit, without manifestation, would construct only a dream world, never coming into self realization. In order to express, there must be a medium through which spirit manifests, and there must be a manifestation, hence, soul and body. The teaching of the great thinkers of all time is that we live in a threefold universe of spirit, soul, and body, of intelligence, substance, and form.